Jokisha, Dynasty, Brown was an aspiring actress, known for her memorable roles in Insane in the Brain, Queen Pin, Paternity Test, and The Mike Benn Show. While flourishing in her acting career, she also became a certified licensed real estate agent. Jokisha was on her way to becoming a household name, until her untimely demise. Jokisha, Dynasty, Brown was born on July 2, 1980 in Jacksonville, Florida at University Hospital. She was the daughter of her parents, Cynthia Jones and the late Joe Brown, and the oldest of 9 children. Jokisha graduated from Jean Ribault Senior High School. After graduating, she worked multiple jobs in Jacksonville, which gained her fame and popularity throughout Florida. Jokisha went on to become a model and actress, obtaining success, and went by the moniker Dynasty to her close friends. Becoming a local celebrity and socialite, Jokisha outgrew Jacksonville. And in 2010, she decided to take her talents to Atlanta, Georgia. Jokisha became a certified real estate agent at Keller Williams Realty, while simultaneously continuing acting and modeling. Taking her sisterly position seriously amongst her siblings, she displayed a nurturing vibe early on. Jokisha catered to her siblings. She dedicated her first 15 years of life protecting and caring for their well-being. At the young age of 18, Jokisha became a mother. And on September 17, 1998, she gave birth to her only child, a son named Jack Collier. Anyone who was familiar with Jokisha knew Jack meant the world to her. Everything was falling into place until tragedy struck, and her brother was murdered. On March 2, 2016, Marlon Bryce, 28, was shot and killed. According to police reports, Marlon was shot to death around 1:20 a.m. in the parking lot of the Silver Fox Club. Mourning her brother's demise, on March 4, 2016. Jokisha wrote the following message: I thank you, Lord, for truly showing up in my life, always. I pray every day you just order my footsteps, and bless me with the wisdom to make great decisions in my life. The only thing I would love to have for my birthday is, just have a fun-loving dream tonight about my brother Marlon. First B-day without you, God please give me strength, because the very thought makes my stomach weak, and these eyes water, but I also know it doesn't hurt to cleanse the soul. To many, Jokisha was carefree, free-spirited, and a selfless person. She was a giver, and gave without expecting anything in return. She said, seeing people smile, making them happy is the best satisfaction one can get. Jokisha loved to laugh, brought laughter to others, lit up many rooms with her infectious smile, and often made people feel comfortable in her presence. Accompanied by great qualities, soon, her loved ones would be left with just everlasting memories of her. Sadly, her life was cut short at 35 years old. And on July 1, 2016, just one day before her 36th birthday, Jokisha was ambushed and gunned down. According to police, Jokisha, Dynasty, Brown, was shot several times, through the front passenger window of her black Mercedes SUV. The budding actress and model was at a local beauty salon, waiting to get her makeup done, before going out for a night of partying. An unknown gunman walked up to her car, aimed at point-blank range shooting at her head, and fired multiple shots. Responding medical personnel weren't able to save her, and Jokisha was pronounced deceased on the scene. To commemorate her life, a funeral service for Jokisha was held on July 9, 2016, at the New Life Evangelistic Center in Jacksonville, Florida. Family and friends were in attendance, to pay their respect and to celebrate her life. At the time of her death, no arrests were made, and police hadn't identified any potential suspects or possible motives. However, family and friends indicated Jokisha recently had fled a violent relationship with Atlanta's-based rap producer Alfredo Capote, who was accused of abducting and sexually assaulting her. Investigators begin connecting the dots, starting with a nightmare. Jokisha woke up to about 3 months prior to her murder, on April 7. Trouble followed her home, when her terrified, 17-year-old son Jack said he was awakened in his bed by a man with a gun, while a second intruder confronted Jokisha in her bedroom upstairs. He called police, giving a terrifying story of a home invasion. He said, 2 armed men were looking for money. They claimed it was given to Jokisha by her ex-boyfriend Alfredo Capote. Then the assailants tied him to the bed, and warned him not to try to escape, or call for help. The 2 suspects left the house, taking Jokisha with them. According to Jack, the attackers took her to Alfredo's house, in search for the cash. Coming up empty-handed, the suspects left Alfredo's home, taking a visibly shaking up Jokisha in the car with them. Taking matters in her own hands, Jokisha jumped from the moving car, battered and bruised. Finally, she was able to escape the traumatic scene. The almost fatal encounter got worse, when Jokisha told her side of the story. The second intruder in her room wasn't a stranger, and he wasn't looking for Alfredo's money. In a twisted, shocking account, Jokisha told police he was none other than Alfredo himself. Police stated he staged the entire violent encounter with Jokisha to make it look like a home invasion. Alfredo admitted that the incident was staged. According to police, Alfredo took Jokisha from her house and drove her to a hotel room, where he sexually assaulted her at gunpoint. Then, he drove the car that Jokisha made her harrowing escape from. 12 weeks after the abduction and sexual assault, police had no idea where Alfredo fled to. And they still didn't know his motives for the crimes he committed. But with Jokisha being murdered, Alfredo was named as a person of interest in her fatal homicide. 9 months after the murder, Alfredo Capote, 30, was taken into custody without incident, after he was located in Oil City, on April 18, 2017. It was noted that he was on the run since 2016. The victim's mother Cynthia stated she knew her daughter's ex-boyfriend had something to do with her murder. Although Alfredo was arrested, police said he is only listed as a person of interest, but he was charged with the abduction and sexual assault of Jokisha. Since his arrest, he hasn't been formally charged or sentenced for the homicide that took her life. Even though the ending to this story was a catastrophe, Jokisha was loved by everyone around her. She made a huge impact throughout her life, and left behind a legacy that will live on forever. Nevertheless, her physical presence will be missed, and she will never be forgotten. Optimistically, she will get the justice she is worthy of. Rest in peace, Jokisha, Dynasty, Brown. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Fateful Files.